Welcome to the show. My guest is Cassie. Cassie, you called? Why?
A couple of days ago, I was watching, and there was a question on there for feedback on what I thought should happen to child molesters, whether the death penalty was justice. And my daughter was molested by her father, and I'm here today to speak for her and to be strong for her and to prove that he's lying.
Your ex-husband molested your daughter.
Yes.
And how did you find out he did that?
She had stayed over at a family member's house and was trying to tell her that she was really mad at her dad, you know, in some strong words. And we couldn't figure out, you know, she couldn't figure out why. So the family member just kept asking her, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong? And she said, well, my daddy stuck his tongue in my mouth.
How old was your daughter at the time? And so your daughter told the family member that Daddy stuck his tongue in my mouth.
Yeah.
Did she say anything else?
She went into telling how he had touched her putty tat too hard and it was hurting, and that while watching pornography on the computer, he was masturbating. And my family member called me. I was not there. And she asked me if I was sitting down. Well, I knew something was wrong. Nobody ever expects this. And I said, yeah, I'm sitting down. And she said, well, I have to tell you something. She said, your daughter's telling me that her dad has put his hands on her. Well, instantly I thought I was going to pass out. I mean, nobody wants to hear that. And I said, well, what do you mean? And she said, well, let me put her on the phone and she could tell you. And my daughter got on the phone, and I think that was the worst phone call of my life. She said, Mom, don't be mad at me. She said, Daddy's been getting on me and rolling around on top of me, and that he'd been touching her putty tat and it was hurting, and you know, I could just feel the pain through the phone. And she said that she didn't want to tell me, and that he was buying her baby dolls and stuff in order for her to be quiet, and taking her to McDonald's and just all kinds of stuff. I hung up the phone. I couldn't even finish the conversation with my child. She was crying and wanted me to come to her. And I hung up the phone and I got ready to walk out the door, and everybody just grabbed hold of me because I wanted to go and kill him. I don't know who wouldn't have. Can I tell you something?
Yes.
He told me he was gonna pass this lie detector test because he was a Marine, that they teach him to pass these things, that he could stick a thumbtack in his shoe and step on it and it would alter his thought. And because he was a Marine, he was too tough to break. And I'm gonna break him.
Well, why would... But if you're innocent, why would you say that? Why would you have to have first of all, I don't believe putting a tack in your toe is gonna change whether you're lying or not. But if you're innocent, like if somebody said, Steve, you're molesting your kids, and I'm like, well, I was a Marine, and I'm gonna put a tack in my shoe and I can beat that thing. I would just say, no, I didn't.
Steve, I didn't do this. This is nothing but lies. My ex-wife is lying. If she said she wants to find out the truth,
hold on. First, let's straighten out. Are you still married to her?
Yes, I'm still legally married.
Okay.
This is nothing but lies. Everything that she said, 90% of it's lies. You want to see my shoe? I am a former United States Marine. There ain't no tags in my foot. That comment never came out of my mouth. I wouldn't come out here lie. I want the truth. This has devastated me.
Well, I'm going to ask you right off. Did you do any of these things to your daughter?
No, absolutely not.
Did you put your tongue in her mouth?
No, I did not.
Did you?
Did you
touch her?
I am a Christian man. I'm a Christian man. I'm a born-again Christian man. I show my daughter affection. I show both my kids. I have been accused of what I've tried to protect my kids from.
So
Is
you
what I've
didn't
been
touch,
accused from.
Did you touch her
No,
vaginal
never
area?
never in a manner that's inappropriate. Absolutely not.
Did you masturbate in front of your
No,
daughter?
I did not.
Did you watch porn in front of
No,
your
I
daughter?
have not. Never in front of my kids. I tried to protect my kids
Did
from
you
that
watch
lifestyle.
porn?
I have watched porn. Yes, I'd be lying if I didn't say it. I have. What male hasn't, Steve?
I'm not going to take a lie detector test.
You know what
but-
I'm saying? I mean, yes, that's been.
She said a year ago she asked you to take a lie detector test.
Yes.
Did you
And
take one?
I didn't have, Steve, I didn't have the funds, neither did she have the funds to take a lie detector test. They said it was inadmissible.
Well, you didn't have enough money. That's a year ago. In a year, you don't have enough time to save up money
She's
to take
only-
a lie detector test?
You know what?
she's only-
the reason you
she's-
don't
she-
have,
No,
you have
no
no
touching.
right.
No touching.
You have no right.
You have no right,
The
Cassie.
cops would've
You're
paid for
lying
that
to
lie
everybody
detector
on here
test.
today. You're lying.
Why wouldn't I be in jail? Why wouldn't I be in jail? If
Because
you
it
were
was
there, I
covered.
would be in jail.
Because you know the cops.
Oh my
You-
God.
Police department cop
That
that
has
came over
nothing
there one
to
day.
do
I
with
stayed
it.
the night.
My can't stand
three
you.
cops.
You would have been in jail. My friends, my
Your
family.
lawyers is not even. he's not
Nobody
even-
likes you.
You are here to find out the truth, and we're going to read Cassie's first. She took a lie detector test before the show. Did you make up a story about your husband, Calvin, molesting your daughter? You answered no. Did you sexually molest your daughter? You answered no. Do you know of anyone besides your husband, Calvin, who molested your daughter? And you answered no. And the results of her lie detector test is that she told the truth. Came out very, very, very passionate. Fighting that good
love
fight,
my
right?
kids, Steve. I love my kids.
Love your kids.
I love them with all my heart.
So I hope one
I know that the truth's going to come out, Steve.
you were a Marine, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I was a Marine too. So
Yes.
from Marine to Marine, father to
know.
father, I hope
Steve,
you,
I'm telling you
I
the
hope you
truth.
passed this test.
I know I did. I'm telling the truth.
I hope so.
I would never, ever in a million years be able to become a monster like that.
Did you ever have any sexual contact with your daughter? You answered no. Do me a favor and step over a little more. Did you ever have any sexual contact with your daughter? You answered no. Did you ever touch your daughter in a sexual manner? You answered no. Did you ever have your daughter touch you in a sexual manner? No. Did you ever deliberately watch porn in front of your daughter? You answered no. Did you buy your daughter dolls after sexually molesting her? You answered no. And the results of your lie detector test is that you did not tell the truth.
Oh my God, I knew it!
Ma'am?
I
I didn't tell
knew
the
it!
truth on what, Steve? I did tell the
Oh
truth.
my God! You sick
Every one of those-
bastard!
Every one of those questions, you failed.
You sick
I'm telling
failed.
the truth, Steve.
Hold on. The subject attempted to perform countermeasures
God.
to deceive the polygraph
telling
instrument.
the
Oh
truth,
my
Steve.
God!
His obvious. He also had significant reactions to all the relevant questions. The examinee left a puddle of sweat where his palm was resting on the table.
Steve, I'm telling the truth.
You're not telling the
I
truth.
am telling the
You're
truth.
a liar.
No, I'm not a liar, Steve.
And you know
I did
what?
not-
How do you do this to your own daughter?
I didn't do
That's
this
what I
to
wanna
my
know.
daughter.
You do it to your own daughter.
I did not
you
ever
tried
do this
to
to
beat
my
the
daughter.
test.
I didn't try
you
to
did
beat the
do
test.
It. You tried to beat
I
the
didn't try to
test.
beat the
and
test,
you
Steve.
come out here, you start proclaiming that you are a Marine and a
through
religious
hell,
man.
I
And you
am.
did this to your
I
own
didn't. I'm not
daughter.
lying. I'm telling the truth.
You are
I'm
a
not.
monster. Yes.
I did not do this.
You know what? You're a dirtbag liar.
No, I'm not a dirtbag.
And I'm
liar.
telling you something
When-
right now. You should be, you have to live. You keep talking about God. I think you're right. God will settle things in the end.
And he
you know
will.
what?
And I've been a born again Christian, Steve.
I'm done with him.
You're
Steve.
done with him?
I'm done with him.
I'm done with you. Get the hell off my stage.